Hello, everyone. And with just a few days until the 2021 NFL Draft, I'll be going over what I think the New York Football Giants will do with the number 11 overall pick. Let's get into the options. So, first off, we'll look at what the major needs are for the New York Giants. And the major needs, or what they'll go after in the draft this year, is offensive line, edge rusher, and wide receiver. And this draft has some pretty good players at those positions. So let's look at the first option. Now, option number one is wide receiver. Right now, the Giants still need some wide receivers. Even after signing Kenny Galladay, they still need some more weapons. Evan Ingram can't catch a football, and Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard are not exactly the greatest wide receivers. They really need a good separator who can give some room for Daniel Jones to throw. And the two wide receivers that could be on the board at number 11 are the two Alabama receivers, Jalen Waddle and DeVonta Smith, and both of them are very good separators who could make a lot of room for Daniel Jones to throw. The next option is offensive line. Even after drafting Andrew Thomas last year, the Giants still do not have a good offensive line, and after Saquon Barkley getting injured, it's still a serious need for the Giants. Now, who is there? That's a question. Rashawn Slater could be there, but I think that only happens if the Bengals pass on Penei Sewell and Sewell ends up going to the Panthers and then Slater falls to the Giants. I don't think they can draft another alignment. I don't think Darisaw or Vera Tucker are worth the 11th overall pick. But if Slater falls to 11, he should be a serious option for the Giants to pick. Now, another option is linebacker, or specifically Micah Parsons. Parsons is extremely athletic, great run stopper, can run across the field. I believe he ran a 4.36 40. You don't see that often in a linebacker. He is a physical freak that could make the Giants' defense even deadlier than it was last year. Now, there are some off-the-field concerns, which could be a concern for them drafting it with Joe Judge's culture he is building. Does not seem like a guy you want with off-the-field issues on that team. But he could make up for that on the field, and if he stopped some of those off-the-field issues, he could be an unbelievable player. But a lot of things I've been worried about, though, Isaiah Simmons, an extremely athletic linebacker last year, also did not have a great rookie year. So there's concerns with that maybe on if he's like Isaiah Simmons and kind of busts a little bit his first year. Now, the final options, which I don't think the Giants will do at 11, but it's a possibility, is edge rusher or corner. Now, I think that if they were to draft an edge rusher here, it would have to be Jalen Phillips. Phillips, without injury concerns, is easily the number one edge prospect and probably the best defensive player in this draft. The only reason he's not like a consensus top 10 pick, I think, is from injury concerns. He is an unbelievable talent, a lot compared to some of the really good DNs from Ohio State that have come out, like the Bosa brothers and Chase Young. If Jalen Phillips can stay healthy, he can be a monster on the defensive line. Now, like I said earlier, corner, I've actually heard that a lot of people in the Giants organization really like J.C. Horn, the cornerback out of South Carolina, at number 11. I don't really see that. After you have James Bradbury and they just signed Adoree Jackson, I don't get why you would draft a cornerback at number 11. But the Giants have done dumber things, so I wouldn't be exactly surprised if they did that. So, what do I think the Giants will do? Well, there have been rumors of a trade down, but there have been rumors also that say they won't trade down, and I do not think they will trade down. Dave Gettleman has never traded down the draft before with the New York Giants, and I don't think this is the year because I think there are going to be some very good options for the Giants to draft at number 11. So, some also rumors right now are Joe Judge loves DeVonta Smith, the wide receiver out of Alabama. Dave Gettleman loves Micah Parsons, linebacker out of Penn State. And a good amount of people in the organization love J.C. Horn, the corner out of South Carolina. Now, I'm going to throw J.C. Horn out of there. I do not think they're going to pick J.C. Horn. He is just not a good pick for number 11, and I don't think they would listen to those people. It's between the GM and the head coach. It's between Gettleman and Judge. Now, if Rashawn Slater falls there, they should probably think about it, but from those rumors, I don't think they're going to do it. I think it would be a good pick because I think you can get a wide receiver with an early pick in the second round because there's a lot of depth in it. Also, you don't know if those receivers will be there at number 11, but it was a good chance if some team trades up to get a quarterback into the top 10, like the Patriots or the football team. And I think it would be DeVonta Smith. I think would be the pick. I think that's the number one option right now because I have a feeling Joe Judge does not like Micah Parsons from him opting out in 2020, seemingly. A lot of the reasons some GMs might think of that is they really don't love football that much, or the off-the-field issues. I got a feeling Joe Judge does not like Micah Parsons almost at all. But I think Gettleman probably still likes DeVonta Smith. There's not much you really don't like. He's a Heisman winner, great separator. The only thing really is his weight. But they said the same thing kind of about Kyler Murray with his height, and that didn't really seem to affect him very much. So there's that. So I think DeVonta Smith would be the number one option. Micah Parsons 2, then Rashawn Slater 3, and then everyone else, J.C. Horn, Jalen Phillips, those guys. I think Jalen Phillips would be a good pick if you were willing to trade down with, say, the Cardinals or the Vikings, maybe the football team, but I'm going to be a little too far. So, yeah, those are my predictions for who I think the Giants will draft with the 11th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. The draft is coming tomorrow, so let's see if I'm right. Probably won't be because Dave Gettleman always does something weird, but we'll see. See you tomorrow. Go Giants.